Are we rolling, Jack?
You're
Daniel.
like a lizard.
Fish sperm. What does fish sperm mean?
Rejuvenates the collagen in the under eyes.
Sorry, are you saying that they microneedle fish sperm into you?
Yeah.
What
is it called?
Salmon sperm in particular.
Joanne, they don't.
Yeah, they
do.
They
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
It has to be something. It'd hardly be the sperm of a goldfish. They're not at the races. Something has to be like an epic, iconic fish.
Can I get that actually? Can I?
Yeah, of course.
Because my eyes are fucked.
Yeah, I think your eyes look great.
Oh, you're so nice for saying that, Joanne McNally.
You wearing glasses? Who fucking cares about
Wow,
what's
you're so
under your
negative.
eyes?
It's funny to me.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to fix the sound.
Do you want
Do you want to wear this?
Okay, can we just say what's wrong with the sound, Hannah? Just. Oh God. Daniel, Jack, what are you doing, Hannah?
I don't know. I'm turning
but
it
just
up.
point the camera.
Is your name Daniel? Jack?
Daniel.
Yes. Why does he keep calling you Daniel Jack?
It gets mixed up.
There's like so many things to be mixed up. You was just going Daniel Jack,
Two
Mary
boys.
Lou.
That's really loud.
It's too loud.
Yeah.
Can you turn down Hannah? Just turn down Hannah.
Yeah. I think.
No. Don't just do it there, Jack. Daniel. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's good to see the stress involved in setting up a podcast. Yes, it is much better. Can you talk there, Hannah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you point the microphone in the direction of your mouth?
Oh, will you
Oh,
shut the
please!
fuck
Look,
up.
I mean, like no techniques. You'll talk like this.
Got notes.
I've got notes.
Yeah, but just okay.
You're like me. Little nerd.
Okay, go on. Okay.
Yes.
It's good for people to know.
We don't
Okay.
forget your success. Look,
She's
1,
quite
2,
loud.
3.
Why is Hannah so loud? Can you turn her microphone
Endless. That
Okay.
puts David to shame.
down? Okay. I just want people to know the amount of work that me and Daniel, my prince over there, hello Daniel, do to prepare the sound. Because many times, as you know, Joanne, we do gigs and the sound isn't right, the lights aren't right, it isn't set up properly. And if you even suggest to whoever, they think you're a diva.
Yeah.
But we know how dangerous it is.
Well,
We want to tip the balance of the favour doing well.
I remember when I was starting, before I had, because now I bring a sound man with me.
Yeah.
Well, around the UK anyway.
Shit, sorry, John. I'm sorry. Sorry, John.
I think she's a professional.
No, go on.
performer.
You bring a sound
I've
person.
terrible mic
Panic. What?
behaviour.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Whatever
Sorry.
it's called.
I'm OCD.
When we talk about sound and all that, when I was starting, and it was just me. There was no it was just me out in the road, and I was in a venue in Ireland, which I won't name, and there was a male.
Hawkswell and Sligo.
Nope. They're actually lovely.
Well, they weren't to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a guy there. I literally thought it was a hidden camera show
Because he was
because
so
it was
rude.
so weird. Yeah, and then it was awful.
You get really because in their eyes, I think you're coming in telling them how to do their job, but you're not. You're just saying
How to do their job, Joanne? It's a fucking microphone. There's no setup required at all.
But there does seem to be something to it. Otherwise, why do I have a sound man on the road with me?
Oh yeah, there does it because what's a very obvious
sound engineers. They're like trained.
but what is obvious to some people is not obvious to other people. I.e., some of these sound people in these various theatres. Sorry.
Also, I think there can be I've met loads of amazing sound people. And amazing lights people, but you get the odd one who just doesn't give a shit. They're just like, you're coming in, you'll be gone tomorrow, they're never going to meet you again. They're like, here's the button, on, off, and they're watching football on their phone while you're on stage. They don't care, and that's fine, whatever. Anyway, it was in this venue, it's a small enough venue, and
Sorry, yeah, go on.
that is the size of a 4x4. Oh my God.
That's what she said, Daniel. Go on.
Oh, you have a klaxon.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh God, the pressure. I want one klaxon before I go.
Oh, yeah, go on. Sorry.
So, your manager, I told him what I needed, and we did the run through when I said the walk off music. And when I say this, and then the jokes finish, the show's over, and I walk off to this song, and whatever. And he was like, "Yep." You could tell he was like, "Who's this little pup coming in?" Making any demands of me, but I was like, but these are just the cues for my tiny little one-woman show.
Yes.
Would be great if the person that I'm paying to do the job on that I could do the job without making me feel.
And he's
like
getting
a cunt.
fucking paid, by the
You're
way.
making me feel like an absolute. You're making me feel like I'm in Mariah, like asking for pink Skittles.
Yeah, but he's getting paid.
Yeah, you're renting the venue. Like when I'm in that
It's
venue,
a huge amount of
Yeah. So anyway, I was there for 5 nights doing a little run. Every single night to this day, this was like, I'll never forget it. One night I walked off and the walk-off music didn't start until I was back in the dressing room.
Yeah.
And I went, I was like, this man
late.
is a bit late. I was like practically in the taxi going home, and I could hear the beat starting of the walk-off music. And the next day, and because I'm very, I don't like confrontation, and also as a young female performer, he intentionally intimidated me. He did it on purpose, and it worked. And I went up to him and I was like, "Do you mind me saying I'm so sorry? The walk-off music didn't come on at all last night." He's like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "Okay, it's kind of supposed to." And he's like, what? And he goes, "Yeah, there was a glitch in the system. What do you want me to do about it?" Do you know what I mean?
But to me, he sounds like he's
night?
very, very mentally unwell.
Do you think?
Oh, fucking do I
Yeah,
think? Oh,
yeah.
He's also, you know the way sometimes that guy needs a straightener or he's asking to be slapped or something.
Yeah. I think
what a dickhead.
What a dick. I think there's also a dynamic,
No, but I'd like to go to do something where he's passionate about something and fuck his life up. You know, he's watching TV. Oh no, I'm unplugging it. What'd you do that for? Oh, it's a fucking glitch, cunt.
It's a glitch. And a real kind of like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
even, and I did say, and I'm not saying it's all about being a woman in male venues, but I was a bit like, if I was a man, do you know, I did feel there was an element of he didn't want to be told what to do or asked what to do. I wasn't telling him by a
woman.
Yeah.
Oh, people treat you like a cunt whether you're a man or a woman.
Do you
But maybe
think?
more so as a woman. I don't
Yeah.
know, because I've never been.
But he's the cunt.
He is a cunt. He's a big, mouldy old.
Now, come here. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, can you introduce the show, Daniel? I'm so sorry.
Daniel Jack.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Daniel
so
Jack.
stressed out with Hannah with her fancy car. Can
Hannah
we even
used to
talk? Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage, Hannah Gnat, and special guest Joanne McNally. Joanne McNally!
What was the question?
So, firstly, what I was going to say was, Hannah used to do my makeup when I was on Republic of Telly 68 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
we
yes.
met Norty several times.
Yes.
And you're still as flawless in the face as you were then.
Oh my God.
You haven't aged today, which is why you're riding a lad who owns a Porsche, which is why there's a Porsche parked outside the front of Dave's house, and Dave has an e-bike. You've really gone up in the world, Hannah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my
ridden
God!
up. Fair play.
You are vicious.
Fair
you just
play.
like you're like the Predator. You came in here like this and read the thing.
Are you
Porsche.
doing
Red
me
up. She's
all
ridden her
the
way up.
time? Are
She's
you
ridden her
doing-
way up.
Why not?
A Porsche. I mean, we love it.
Read some of for people who don't know what everyone knows. Joanne, give her some
sorry.
celebrate Joanne's success temporarily.
Okay, so Joanne McNally is a record breaking in Irish comedy. That's the first thing I would say. And I think it's not only women, but also a man. So her Prosecco Express show sold 78 nights in Vicar Street.
Jesus Christ.
78 nights.
78
And then Prosecco Express also had 50 shows in Edinburgh.
Wow.
International touring, UK, Dubai, Canada, US, Australia.
Okay.
Where didn't you go? She
Riyadh in Saudi
co-hosts,
Arabia.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go there.
she co-hosts My Therapist Ghosted Me with Vogue Williams.
Go on.
And
I love
then,
this. Go on.
yeah.
What
So-
else have I done? Where have I been?
They've taken the podcast into live global tour, and they sold out 5 shows in 3 arena.
5 shows in the 3 arena.
You know?
Okay,
Well,
Hannah.
and
How much? Look. Okay, go on. Okay, let's just go.
No,
With,
like my sanctuary.
Yeah. And Joanne.
She has.
Can you put?
She leaves
Can you
behind
put? She
nobody.
leaves behind, and she celebrated 5 nights in the 3 arena. She was loved.
She's got her merchandise, and she built up her label,
What's her label?
clothing label.
Anxious Preoccupied.
Is it Anxious Preoccupied?
Yeah.
So she's
Great
got-
name. I love it.
Yeah, so she's got like bags, hats,
The hats we sell,
tracksuit.
we've finished that run, but the
The
bags
bags,
are very
the
much
bags
still
are good.
around.
The tracksuits,
Tracksuits are gone as well.
Well,
they're very.
That's what I've seen, like that you have been so successful that I've known some girls who actually have sort of sounded a bit like you. You know, when at the peak. Not that you're not at the peak, you know, but I mean,
Oh my
that's.
God, am I on the way out?
I know what I'm saying is, well, listen.
Is this a comeback
Oh
tour?
Jesus Christ! You can't be, you know. Anyway, I'm saying that you have affected, you know, the zeitgeist.
Well, I wonder if that's true because I actually think that accent is that I was already speaking the zeitgeisty accent, if you get me.
Do you remember I used to say to you, "Are you not aware?"
Oh yes. That's why I'm here.
No,
to
because
discuss all that.
I used to say, "Are you not aware of how D4 your accent is?"
Yeah.
Did I say that to you? And
Yeah.
then you said to me, "Are you not aware of how
D4 your accent
and I'm
is?
not. I wasn't.
Yeah, but are you now because you have a podcast? Can you hear yourself now?
Yeah, but don't you? What did I used to slag you off and say that it's just over the top D4?
Yeah, you were very you were
adamant.
Yeah, you were like, you need to realize how you sound was how you said to me. We were outside the intro
You
one
need
night,
to realise how you sound.
I.e., how much of a dick you sound. Like you.
No.
Dave, that was your thing. And remember, you said to me, and I'll always remember it. You said to me, you'll never do a Vicar Street, and I said,
Who said that?
you did.
I said you'll never do a Vicar Street.
Outside the intro one night, and I said, why? And you said, because no one will listen to that shit for an hour.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
got
yeah,
it.
I've been proved very wrong.
But I do remember thinking.
I've been proved wrong 100 times over.
But I do remember thinking.
I'd like to apologise to you.
Maybe you meant yourself because you haven't done Vicar
Do you
Street.
not think, Tana? Do you not think he sounds the exact same as me? I genuinely can't get my head around it because I think you actually sound.
Oh, I know.
worse.
No, John Cleary.
Yeah, I know. I think I.
But
sound
sorry,
street
and
now
can
when
I say
do it.
I was affectionately having
were,
a
of
go. I
course,
wasn't
yeah.
actually
No.
saying that.
We would
But I
tease each
did.
other,
I
it was
did
part of
see.
that.
I did see you early on. Like, well, you know, I mean, the level of success that you've achieved. I mean, you're at top of the mountain. I think here in this country.
Okay.
But you know, I do remember like there was something you were very focused. Like, do you reckon you had a big ambition?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I think I did. Yeah.
And I felt sometimes when I was talking to you, like, not now, you seem calmer now,
Yeah.
but like when I was talking to you sometimes outside the Inter or wherever, you know, you'd be talking to me, and this is honestly, I'll be like this, look. Like, why is she looking at me that she's so?
Yeah.
But obviously in the United States that's celebrated.
Yes.
But here it's like, Jesus, she's got aspirations.
Yeah. No, I did. Yeah. Well, I was also just, and I'm being completely honest. I had nothing else to do. I'd gone from, which is the story I've told a million times. I'm actually sick of my own story at this point. But I had to leave my job. I was in treatment for an eating disorder, and and someone suggested I could be a stand-up comic, and kind of I just was like, yeah, fuck it, that's what I'll do. Like it was almost an act of desperation. I was like, I want to change up my life, I want to do it all. And I was always a bit of a stage pony. So the second I started
Stage pony.
I came out
Seeking
kind of,
I wonder
Yeah,
because
I
there's
was a
so many
thirsty
things I'd
baby.
like to talk to you about, and I don't know if I can.
well, come on, you can. We can always cut it out. No, you can.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Are you talking about the thing?
The thing.
The
the
incident.
thing.
Well, you know the way there is what do they call that thing, Schadenfreude? You know, so I'm slagging you off about not playing in Vicar Street, and then do you know that, you know, within comedy people wouldn't be aware of it, I guess, non-comedians or regular folk, or as David O'Doherty calls them, muggles.
Yeah, muggles.
Muggles, you know from Harry Potter.
I haven't seen any of the Harry Potters.
Have you not?
No, I know. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think I'm like the last person alive. I haven't
What's
seen or read them.
That's interesting.
I always thought they were children's books,
Yeah.
but I know a lot of adults do read them.
Yeah,
but that skipped me past.
I feel embarrassed now that
yeah.
I'm so into Harry Potter and all that.
But you
shit.
didn't read the books, you just watched the
I
film.
did read the books when I was in Denmark.
Did you?
Yeah.
No
People
way.
love them.
I mean, yeah.
Did you?
What like film do you watch, or what TV series?
So I am, because I live alone, I watch a lot of TV.
Yeah. What's going on with you at all?
I watch.
Is that how you watch TV like this?
I watch a lot of TV.
And you can watch
the
whatever
point
you
where-
want. You don't need to ask anyone if
I
they
don't
want
ask
to watch
anyone.
it.
I'm not in the middle of a box set with anyone. There's
Yeah,
great
yeah.
freedom. Although I think I am cracking into a couple of my exes. Like I'm using a lot of their.
What big TV thing
Oh, well, I've just.
or film franchise?
I love. At the moment, I'm big into Love Is Blind, which I'm sure you wouldn't be your vibe.
Yeah.
Do you watch Love Is Blind?
Oh, you mean
No, I
about
don't-
people with
Oh,
disabilities
yes, Love Is
who
Blind.
date?
No, that's the. But
No,
I,
it's on the.
I can see why you think
Ireland.
that isn't that the Undateables.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
It's
yeah,
really funny.
yeah.
Love Is Blind is where they can't see each other, but they're all insane. It's all like American evangelical Christians and stuff. But sorry, get back to this. The Schadenfreude. I want to hear about this.
The Schadenfreude. Well, for instance, when I
American
started off in comedy, I mean the amount of hatred. I mean, still out there.
Yeah.
Directed towards you, and he is fucking shit. I hate that cunt. I want to
Yeah.
fucking, rub shit all over. Just
Yeah.
like the worst.
I know.
Like inappropriate almost amounts of hatred directed towards you because
Yeah.
you want to be a comedian and but then I did the Savage Eye and sort of in some regard established my comedy credentials, and it was just nice.
Yeah.
It was a nice feeling, but I know one or two comedians. There's cliques. These kind of postmodern comedians. We can't name names. I don't want to name names because it's kind of quite small-minded, I think, to start. Anyway, but the thing is, they'd be slagging you off.
Yeah.
Right, and they'd be going. I feel awkward about talking about it now. But your success was that much more enjoyable. From my point of view, because I didn't like those people,
Yes.
and it really fucking killed
Thanks,
them.
Dave.
But even though you're so successful, they still think they're fucking better than you.
Of course
And
they do.
and you're not better than her.
They probably are.
No, they're not.
In their mind, they are.
Yeah, but I know some guys who are shit, but they think they're just better.
Yeah, they do. I also think for a lot of them, it's like they think.
And they copy other people's styles, and they don't have their own original. You've got your own style. I mean, what you did, you connected to this. Well, you know what you did. I don't need to tell you what you did, but it was. But it was just. It's just. Sorry, I know I'm talking over my guest, and I apologize so much. But I couldn't have been happier. There was just one or two people, and your meteoric rise. It was just like planting their fucking
of course.
face in the dirt.
Comics are pretty competitive. I remember someone telling me once, they're like, it's like a blood sport. It's almost because, and it's a massively competitive environment because you're queuing up behind each other to go on stage to try and win. Like in your 10 minutes, and it feels like the laughs that the person before you gets are almost stealing the laughs that you feel you deserve and everything. Yeah, it's a shit show.
Yeah, other people's success makes you feel physical pain sometimes.
Yeah.
You remember that gig we went to? It was a comedy competition for women, and it was in what's that weird little venue with the big long rake just on Leeson Sugar Club.
Yeah. Were you at that gig?
Yeah, I went with you.
I died on my hull.
Yeah. I don't think you did.
No, I did.
Okay,
I
but
died.
anyway,
I didn't die, but I came it was a close to death.
There was a woman running it, and she started lecturing the comedians after the show. What a wagon!
I know. Yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah.
In particular, and that was when I realized I was like, oh, I'm not a competition comic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be one of those people who wins the. So you think you're funny or anything like that? I just didn't suit me.
But
I'm not cute enough or something. That's not to say. Sorry, that's a really offensive thing to say. The people who win are cute. I just realized it doesn't suit my demeanor.
Yeah.
I don't like those environments. I don't know if anyone does. I remember the first time I did one of the comedy roast battles in the Comedy Store, because I was dying to get into the store in London, and they were making it very difficult for me to get in, and they were like, my agent was trying to get me in, and they said, it'll be 2 years, for an open spot, or you can, if you want to get in sooner, you can do comedy roast battle. And I said, yeah, I'll do that, because I'm like, I'll do what needs to be done. And I did the roast. Have you ever done a roast battle?
I did. We did one on my 50th birthday.
Oh, I know, and I was dragged into that as well. I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
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 But anyway, but we'll come back to that. No. But
there's so much stuff I need to talk about, but I can't. I'm afraid I can't. I just feel very anxious. Do you have any Xanax?
I do actually. Do you want one?
No, you don't. No, I don't. Do you actually have another Xanax? No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's all take it.
Give me half of
Take
what.
a mushroom.
Give,
Do you want one?
Give me half. Is it okay to take half?
They're really low level. It's only 250.
Just what would that do?
I'm quite stressed at the moment.
What would that do?
Nothing. Fuck all. I might take another one.
Okay, good.
Hannah, do you want one?
Yes. Yeah.
Daniel, Jack, do you want one?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Okay, great. Scored. Look, we're breaking bread like a real family. No, there you go.
Thank you.
Welcome to my world. Pop, pop, pop. I know. I'm real on edge at the moment.
Is it only Xanax you take or something else?
I take occasional Xanax. I'm having this anyway. We won't go into.
Well, it's amazing now. What the fuck have you got to be anxious about? Is it just about the big run coming up?
No, the run has started. There's a lot going on. There's just a lot going on. Mostly work wise, nothing, very little personal wise. But there's a lot of work stuff going on, and I've probably maybe bitten off a little more than I can chew at the moment. And I think I'm one of those people, I get overwhelmed pretty quickly.
Okay.
I just do.
Yeah.
And I'd say I'm quite a naturally anxious person. And everyone, people talk about, like, everyone gets anxious.
Yeah,
everyone does. But at the moment, I'm particularly on edge.
Well, Barry Murphy gave me a good bit of advice that, when you feel overwhelmed, you don't be looking at, just concentrate on the next thing. And just do that, because literally that's all you can do.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
baby steps.
Because you're making me anxious.
I know, sorry. I need some sort of CBT or something.
Yeah.
Come on, what were you going to say? You can say it you want.
What was I saying?
We were talking about...
So I was just say, you're getting anxious because you have to take some important decisions, or...
Yeah,
what was I talking about, Daniel?
The birthday?
Oh, sorry, the comedy roast battle.
Oh, yeah, the comedy roast battle.
Comedy roast battle. So... I went in. It's barbaric. It's not comedy. It's horseshit.
Yeah.
It's just the way they do it to fill the Comedy Store on a Monday night, and they give, for anyone who doesn't know what they are, they give the audience these cards, like a red card, a couple of them, and then they can card you off, and everyone has 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And the MC is getting them all riled up, being like, "Are you ready to crush some dreams?" About the comics who were all like queuing in the hallway to go on. And everyone's like, boo! And it is awful. And I remember, I think I was the only professional comic on the lineup at the time. And the guy before me, they were chanting at him to kill himself and all. It was insane.
Yeah. But from an audience's point of view, I think there's something very funny about it.
They loved it.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
It's kind of like
it's
watching...
like a Kiltony.
Yeah, it's like watching X Factor contestants collapse into themselves like a house of cards.
Yeah. There was like the Schadenfreude, as you'd say yourself. That's it's alive. They're not even hiding it. And everyone was going up, and they were kind of... Anyway, I went up, and I was the only one. I was so angry by the time I got up there that there was just stone cold silence. There was no booing or anything. They didn't boo. But then eventually one lad just put the card up because he was obviously like, this woman's so fucking hostile, get her off. And I remember I went off and I snapped at your man, the booker. I said, that's not comedy. And he went, yeah, they are a little more aggressive than usual. But then I remember you had your roast for your 50th birthday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't think you loved that either.
Well, the way it was like kind of, the way when you have acupuncture and the next day you feel kind of a bit weird. Yeah. That's how I felt. The next day you just like it's a proper evisceration. Yeah. And the thing is with roast battles that you see in the United States, I mean they know each other but not that well. But then when you have your mates who know you really well and they're comedians, they come in with really fucking personal shit that's like, you thought
that you were a nicer person.
What did they say about...
You were there as well.
Yeah.
And they said about...
God.
They said
and
about...
I didn't know
there was one great Andrea Farrell. She was like a comedy assassin, and she made one joke.
Because I remember, because you'd asked me to do it, and I couldn't. I'm sorry, I'm correcting myself. What I did in the store wasn't a comedy roast battle. It was one of those what are they called, where they hold up the cards? It's not a roast battle. It's just you on stage. King Comedy.
Oh, I know the one, Gong Show.
Gong Show, sorry, it's Gong Show. Yeah. But the roast battle thing, and so I'd recommended this other comedian, and then they went up and they did a gag about someone that you had slept with
Yeah.
on the comedy scene.
Oh, that's right.
And how they'd only got a gig in the Halfpenny.
that's it.
They were like, when Joanne slept with this person, she got a gig in this place.
Oh, yeah.
A bigger
Oh,
venue.
yeah,
But
yeah.
when Dave slept with this person, she only got a gig in the Halfpenny.
Yeah.
And I remember I was really pissed off about it.
Oh, that was a fucking killer.
So I was like, I'm not even in the room.
Yeah.
And it also
And you're
was-
getting shrapnel.
I was getting absolute shrapnel.
Yeah.
And it was also a public event.
Yeah.
So there was like punters there. No, it wasn't just like comics.
Yeah.
But anyway, which they actually apologized to me after, and then once someone apologized, I'm like, I'm over it. It's grand. Don't
I
worry
wonder,
about it.
you see,
And I
this
really
is
like them. I really like them as a person.
I wonder, can we talk about, like, we had a mutual friend?
Yes.
Can we talk about it like that?
Yes. Let's talk about it like that. We had a mutual friend who kind of cut.
Okay, we're going to go on.
He cut us both out of
Yeah.
their lives,
Yeah.
and we were both very hurt by it, and we
Yeah.
kind of chatted about that a little bit together for a while,
It's funny.
which was what we bonded over. We're trauma bonded.
Yeah, but it's funny though, Joanne. Recently,
drunk.
I've just had a situation where someone has been very inappropriately angry towards me.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know, incandescent with rage. Like to the point where they're like this particular person was calling me pig ignorant, right? But they were shaking with rage. I'll try and do an impression, like you're like screaming, kind of like my dad used to do. But the thing is, I was thinking about this. We used to live in Denmark. We lived in Copenhagen for 6 years, Scandinavians. And I saw this up close with Scandinavians, how they behave. Like, if you say to a Danish person, if you're screaming at them and they know they don't deserve it, they don't take the rage or anger on board because they know it's not theirs.
Yeah.
And they have a very rational sort of Presbyterian or Danish or Scandinavian. I'll take on board your anger.
Yeah.
If you're screaming at me, and you're going, fuck you, and I don't know what it's about, but I'll be going, for fucking 3 years I'll be going,
Yeah, I know.
I should have said this, I could have said this, I would have said this, but and I know this person's rage, it's his rage.
100%.
It's got nothing to do with me, really.
Yeah. Everyone's
But it
just
was-
projecting their own stuff.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, but it fucked up my peace of mind. I
Yeah.
can tell you that much, madame.
Yeah, I know.
And I, it fucks up. And I don't know, but I'm a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
I'm an alcoholic. Okay, so the whatever narcissism, ego, whatever the fuck, addictive, and it's very destabilizing.
Of course it is, because
But, yeah.
the human condition is you want to be accepted, you want to be liked, and it's one thing being cut out by people or like people you don't know that well, but if someone's like your situation, someone's a really, really good friend, you need closure in these things. We're not built for it. We're not built for that level of rejection from people that we love or that we care about.
What are we talking? Oh, we're talking about
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, it's really hurtful when people
Yeah.
do that. But it's also kind of juvenile, I feel. Like,
But I've done it to people as well,
Well, you see,
Joanne.
this is the thing.
See, have you done it? Have you cut people out of your life?
never like that.
Really?
No, I would never. And
Really?
because someone did it to me along the way, it was done to me. And it was, again, the pain of it was so intense. I would never do it to someone else
Okay.
unless I had really good reason to do it. Unless they literally glassed my
Right.
brother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then. But if it was a breakup or there was some pain or was there an emotional reaction there, I would never. Like, I broke up with a guy before and he didn't behave well in the breakup at all. Like, what he did was some really fucked up shit. But he begged me. He's like, please don't block me, please. And I could see in his eyes that, and I knew because someone had done it to me, someone had just cut me
Yeah.
like that, and it was so painful at the time, and it felt to me so unnecessary.
Yeah.
And that I was like, I'm not going to do this to this
Yeah.
person, and so I still to this day. Now he doesn't contact me, so it's fine. But I never.
So you,
And
so,
if
so you
reached
kept in
out-
contact with
No,
him during the breakup?
Didn't keep in contact.
Oh.
The lines were drawn in the sand. But I just know when you're on the receiving end of it. But then again, when people do it, they'll probably have good reasons for it themselves. But when you're on the receiving end of it with someone that you were very close with, and then they decide that you're it, the chapter's done, and in a very kind of aggressive way, or there's no peace, there's no opportunity for peace. I remember someone did it to me once, an ex-boyfriend. And I mailed him and I was like, just write back peace and I'll move on. I just can't bear this disdain, this anger towards me from
Yes.
someone that I love.
Yes.
And he just never wrote back. And I was like, again, it feels unnecessary.
And
but
it's
that's
all-
what they had to do for themselves. Namaste, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
when you're on the receiving end of it, it really fucks you up.
Yeah.
And it is a form of social murder in a way, like they are just not acknowledging your existence.
Yeah.
And I think to me, when I broke up with an ex-girlfriend, well, no, I had one.
Gorgeous name.
I had one big motherfucker, and for about a
She
year.
changed him.
For about a year, I was, the grief.
Yeah.
It was insane,
Yeah.
Joanne, right? And it was like my superhero was crying.
Yeah.
My superpower was crying. Like I'd have to go, I'd be talking, and then
You
the
were
grief would,
literally
no, the
crying.
grief would build up, right? Yeah, no, sorry, just I'd go into the toilet. Like I'd never done that in my fucking life, right?
Yeah.
And then one time I had there we go. I was crying my fucking eyes out like a fucking, like a 5-year-old. But I cried, and then and then really it was connected to the fact that the father doesn't rejected you. That's what I think that's what
Oh,
it's connected. Not her father.
No, yeah, I was like,
No,
wow,
which
what a move on his part.
Who?
No, you mean the hypothetical, the father?
No, my father.
Oh, you're the
his-
real
yeah.
father.
Sorry, I'm not. Sorry, I'll speak plainly. The reason I was so affected or so fearful or panicked about somebody, like in other words, the pain seemed way bigger than it should. It's just somebody doesn't want to fucking see
I
you.
know.
Why am I feeling so like this is death?
Because we're.
No, but it's like what the fuck is going
I know.
on?
You're like,
So
get a
it-
handle of yourself.
So it was then it just revealed, okay, my relationship with my dad, and the fact that I was all my life trying to, I'm over here, and he just was very, very fucking disappointed in me,
Yeah.
and rightfully from his point of view, because I wasn't what he wanted.
Stab you up?
Is he alive? Is he still
Yeah,
alive?
he's still alive. I wasn't, didn't follow in his. I wasn't a rugby player. I wasn't academic. I didn't, I was a fucking tender little pervert. You know what I mean?
What's the.
Tender
Do,
the pervert.
Thank you.
do you mind me asking, what's the relationship now?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's like we're two different genres of music,
Yeah.
It's like, he's diddly-idle-diddle-day, and I'm. And it's like, huh?
It's funny. You made yourself so sophisticated.
Oh yeah, I'm the jazz. I'm
You're
jazz.
the jazz.
He's trash.
He's
Yeah.
trash.
How? Oh yeah. Oh, of course you were adopted.
Yeah, but what I was going to say about the rejection thing was that
Do you feel? Sorry,
No.
No. Sorry. What? No. What?
I don't feel like so. So you were talking about rejection and breakups and all, and how you can kind of trace it back to something in your childhood, which it sounds at the time it's very hard to join those dots, and it kind of doesn't make the pain any better, or like it
Or just makes it understandable.
It makes it understandable, but also like I remember reading this stuff they were talking about. Like, because we're tribal little creatures,
Yes.
that getting rejected ultimately means
Death.
death.
Yeah.
You're out. You're out of the
gone.
tribe. You're
See
out.
ya.
See it. You're off
Yeah.
into the
So there's
woods.
all that stuff, collective
Yeah, there's all
DNA
this, like-
imprinted in us.
Yeah, we're like cave people with iPhones.
Yeah.
Really, there's so much of
Well,
that wiring that's still there.
you definitely are.
100%. I'm a cave hun.
And by the way, when I said those comedians who were slagging you off.
Oh yeah, sure. I know.
No, I know you know them.
No, I don't know who they are, but I don't care.
Oh, you know who they are. Well, it's very inconsequential, and maybe I shouldn't have brought it up, but I did anyway. But the point is, they're not better than you. You're better than them.
Thanks,
and because I remember I saw you when you were. I think this was maybe 2 years ago in Top Secret, and you were killer. Like you were on stage, and you were, you were in the comedy pocket. And you were just the way you've developed your own style.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of comedians, they're good, but their style is very homogenous. It's very like a lot of other people.
I remember
it was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. I remember.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
But no, it's true, because I think that people, certainly you get dismissed sometimes as. They'll dismiss you everyone dismisses you for all sorts of reasons. And jealousy is ultimately, again, I'm all like, butted out of it. Well, I'm just reading memes online. It's all about because I've had to look at myself sometimes. If I'm like I'm jealous about someone, I'm like, it's because they have something you want.
Yes.
That's ultimately what it comes down to.
And if
that's
you're
the
not
truth.
taking the steps to get there, then shut the fuck
It's
up.
also I got like there's also a lot of luck and all involved in where you go and how you get there.
But you wouldn't. That has eased off now. You wouldn't have jealousy now, would you?
Me,
because you've achieved so much.
Well, it's easier to be generous when you when you have achieved stuff.
Yeah.
But there's one person in particular who, again, we won't.
Yeah.
This whole thing is just gonna be loads of names. Please.
I know.
It's gonna be like a 3-minute podcast.
I know.
Who drives me absolutely up the walls.
Yeah.
But that's more a personal thing. But again, you have to just kind of check yourself. And also, because I keep trying to, when you were talking about when someone's really angry at you and that you take it on, I would have, but I don't anymore. Now I see when I'm like, that's not a normal reaction to this situation. That is a massive overreaction.
And that's their stuff.
Exactly.
But I can't take that on board.
No.
But the thing is, we very much in this country do take other people's anger on board. It's like we're very joined at the hip, I think. We share a consciousness a little bit in Ireland.
That's age, though, as well, I think.
Wisdom.
Yeah, I think so.
I would be...
It's not all Danes.
There's been situations...
Not all Danes are like that.
I remember once spitting at me because...
What?
Yeah, because I was on the bike.
Yeah.
And my bike hit his car. I mean, I didn't stop.
You just kept going.
I didn't, but just slightly. The guy just came out and spat on me.
That's
a
lot now. Again, namas, what we're saying.
Yeah,
but it's easy. It's easy sitting here
I know.
in a theoretical round table situation and namaste. But when you're in the moment,
Of course, I have a proper temper.
Yeah,
I can get riled up quite quickly, but I come down really quickly again.
Yeah, good.
That's
what
the
Hannah
key.
was saying.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Rip and Repair, Esther Perel, who I adore. Do you know Esther Perel? Have you ever heard of Esther Perel? She's like a sexual psychologist from Belgium.
Hannah was saying the exact same thing the other day about Joe Dispenza.
Joe Dispenza. He also
I don't know him.
He says that it doesn't matter how you react. It matters how long you carry with you. If you can get rid of it as fast as possible, that's the
But it
best
is incredible,
way.
Joanne, when you think about it. So you're angry with someone, then they fuck off. But the thing is still there, and you're almost like a method actor, and you're going, you know what I mean? And then the idea, I think, Buddhist, where you avoid suffering, so you try and pull back and just observe these things, but it's very hard to do.
It is hard, but I'm very good at it now. And
your profile is so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank God, because the front.
No. That's a good. Can we? You look like a what?
Farm animal.
You look like a farm animal.
Yeah, because I'm working a lot at the moment, and I'm like.
You're working a lot. What do you mean?
There's a lot of pro-show wine time, which never suits me. I end up looking like I've got gout.
Ask her.
Sits in the face.
I asked some. I said you were coming on the podcast.
Oh,
yeah. Ask her.
Ask Joanne.
What's going on?
I just have to adjust Joanne's shot.
Oh shit! What happened?
No, it's just sometimes Joanne goes out of the shot a little.
Oh, sorry. I'll sit still.
Okay, we're back in.
We're back in. So I've heard what some people have said, other comedians have said about me, but I actually, it doesn't make me not like them, because I just think it's their own shit. I would never be rude to them, right? I'm just like, hey, how's it going? I would never even.
Yeah. Oh no, but there's a lot of that. I mean, a lot of that in within the comedy thing.
Yeah.
There's loads of people who hate my guts, and it's like, hey, how you doing?
Cool.
How you doing? And that's fine.
That's fine.
I talk behind my back as long as you're talking about me.
Yeah, exactly.
But listen, that's quite common in every
It is.
In makeup artists, in
No, but this particular
costume
comedian who
designers.
thought they were so much fucking better than you, and they were going, and
Go on, what were they saying? Go on, tell me.
No. But listen, they thought they were so much better than you, and you were so successful, and I know it fucking killed them, and I'm just so happy, and I can't say. What?
You tell me after. There was a guy who messaged me.
I think they're so ironic and fucking postmodern and fucking meta. Would you ever go and fucking ride yourself? You know what I mean? You know, you're not that funny. It's like these, you know, a lot of, within comedy, there's a whole spectrum, and there's this type of comedian, this type of comedian, this type of comedy, right? And it's the same with like performance art or whatever. And you get a lot of these guys in NCAD, and they think they're, you know, well, society just hasn't caught up. No. Society has. We know exactly what you do. You're not that good.
Yeah.
Right? That's all it
You're
is.
not ahead of your
But you're
time.
very confident. No, you're not ahead of your time. You're very confident, and that has tricked other people around you and yourself. Even anger tricks people as well, because it seems justified. But anyway, okay. What were we going to say, John?
There was. Let me think of it. There was.
So upset. Ask her ask Joanne, where does she see herself in 10 years? That's a stupid question.
No. Yeah.
Can you ask
well,
her?
Maybe she wants to answer.
Oh, sorry.
I like that question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, Clarky.
I think, hi Clarky. I think what I would like to do is finish Pedophile. So that'll be.
What?
Sorry, Pedophile's the name of my new show. New show.
Not pedophile, penophile.
Finish being a paedophile. Just going to wrap that up.
Okay.
That whole stage.
So
Just a phase.
I didn't realise the new show was called that.
It's called Pedophiles. That'll take me through till next Christmas. And then I think I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have a baby with my gay friend Ross. And
You're going to have a baby?
Yeah. We're going to try if science will help.
Oh, you mean like a
test tube baby or whatever. IVF.
IVF?
I'm going to give it a
You're
go.
not going to have sex?
No.
Oh, well, actually, that is good here. Summer
again.
154772. Can you ask her, would she consider me as boyfriend material, please?
Sure.
Yous would be great together.
Yeah, sure.
Wait.
How is dating being so
Hannah,
famous?
Hannah, the guy just asked about, I want to talk about me and Joanne, me being boyfriend material for Joanne for a second. Can I just...
You?
That's what he said. Look. Can you ask Joanne, would she consider me, Hannah, as boyfriend material? Now, look, Joanne.
I do like cravats.
Joanne, like, you're an attractive woman and all that, like, but what would it be like?
You'd hate it.
But first of all, you'd
hate riding
you're
me,
too
I'd say.
successful.
Yeah, you wouldn't like any of that.
You're too successful.
You should be on that show.
It'd be weird. I mean, listen, I'm ugly, you know, but for me, just riding you and just looking at your eyes.
I'm
and what would you think?
now,
Oh my
Dave.
God,
I'm
that's
amazing.
going down.
I'm
What
way
about does it going down?
I'm way too old for you now.
Hey, we'd have to just turn the lights
Leonardo
up.
DiCaprio at this
Do you
point.
turn- do you
Nothing
turn the-
over 27.
No, you're very. So I would look. No, I don't think. What?
I'm too old for you now.
What? I think he's...
I'm a grown woman with pubic hair. You wouldn't like it.
Pubic hair. It's so funny.
Yay!
Older
Thank
men,
God.
older men don't realize how old.
I know I am. I've lasered. I'm like a dolphin down there. It was more just to gag the fact that he likes a younger lady. And why wouldn't
No,
you?
I do
They're
like a
fertile
younger.
and full of eggs.
I do like a younger lady.
Yeah.
But
all men
it
do.
feels-
let's
Oh
be
man,
real.
because
Okay.
why are we shaving? We look like, you know,
Exactly.
like young girls.
Do you know that
pre-puberty.
a lot of the beauty expectations are kind of linked lightly in... I mean, paedophilia is too strong a term, but like we are physically, like I get Botox, I dye the grey out of my hair. It's all to like fake fertility basically, and I'd say I've got
Well, you've never
seen
seen half what?
half an egg left at this stage. Like I'm faking it at this point. I'm faking fertility. It's fake news. But men are drawn to fertility. Women are drawn to resources. That's why Hannah's driving a Porsche, because she's riding some lad with a Porsche because she's drawn to resources. I'm telling you.
Yeah, okay, first of all, do you see how intense your eyes look? You're like a tiger just about to bite a fucking prey. Just look at you checking her.
Do you know?
That's it.
Kaylee Trapp. Do you know Kaylee Trapp? She does the lip syncing. She's great.
Oh yes.
She does impressions of me and Vogue sometimes, and she does this when she does me. She does her eyes all mad. Wide, and everyone's like, "Oh, the eyes." But I don't realize I do that. But no, I know I am intense. I know that. I do know that. I don't know how to stop that.
Yeah,
though.
but you should never stop it.
No.
That's why you're where you are.
I have it. I'd say I have a bit of neuros.
Oh, so what? We're all fucked.
I know.
In the 70s, we just called it having a personality, and now it's all, you know.
So true.
Yeah,
Here's a character.
So true. Yeah,
DDMM2441 says, it feels like Joanne used to talk more openly about her private life, e.g. her boyfriend, on the podcast, and seems more guarded lately.
Yeah.
Is this deliberate as her profile has grown?
It is deliberate.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was that a good question?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Well
Okay.
spotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only so much you can. Also, some people don't want to be involved. And
That's right, because we tend to want to be like an open book.
Yeah.
Like, right.
There's at the start, it didn't feel like anyone was listening, so you were just rant, like the way
right.
you just kind of rant on. But then as well, I was in a relationship where I felt that I've been with guys where I thought, oh, they really want to be involved, and that I don't find that very attractive.
Right. Yeah.
They kind of want to be,
Part of the
part
story.
of it, and I'm like, no, fuck off, I'm not into that at all. So yeah, I don't say as much anymore. I guess as well, I feel like as the podcast has grown, that it's more interesting, and maybe I'm wrong, that it's a bit self-indulgent to be constantly talking about yourself. Also, because I would like to actually meet someone, and I feel like if you're always talking about relationships, and all my relationships up to this point have failed with gusto, I would say. There's been some there's been some extreme finales that I think I don't want to make being single my entire identity, although pedophile, a lot of it is about that. But I'm like, there has to be more to me. I remember I'm writing a book at the moment. Well, yeah, I am.
Is that part of the stress?
No, God love them. They're not part of the stress. I think they wish they were part of the stress.
Is there something, maybe you can't mention it. Is there one thing, or is it just a collection of everything?
It's not one thing. It's a collection of everything. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of. I think what I've done is, and I've underestimated. You can't do 3 jobs in a day and then go in and do a show. You can't do that.
No.
You need to get in the headspace of doing the show.
Yeah. You almost need to not do anything. You need to just lie down in a fetal position.
100%. Because I was like, oh, sure, whatever. And then I'll just go in and do an hour. It's like, no, there's more to it there. So I've overdone some stuff. And then I have a fucking bag business on the side where I'm like, it'll happen. And there's all stuff involved with that. And I'm a bit of a hermit now. I like my downtime. I like to just... I'll rot in the bed for a while.
Well, maybe you need a downtown.
I think I need... Some people, I don't enjoy... I don't think it's necessarily a sign of success to be working every hour God sends. I like to have downtime where I can take in information. I think if you're expelling yourself all the time, all day...
just floating around.
Fucking
floating.
I like a bit of floating.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What was his question? It feels like she used to talk more about it.
About
her private life.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was saying with the pod grows, I think it's more interesting to talk about topics that are going on in the real world outside of just me. Plus, I'm actually not dating anyone at the moment, which is probably half the problem as well.
Oh, you mean the sexual side of things?
Yeah, I am.
But also, I think a lot of men would be intimidated by you because
well, I think men are intimidated. I think men are intimidated by a lot.
Yeah, right.
Of
women. In other words, they'd find it hard to get the horn if the woman is earning more than them.
I think that there's definitely something has shifted for me in that regard. Yeah, I do honestly think it has. Like there was a guy I was seeing recently, and I was like, oh, I'm like a mark to you.
A mark.
As in. I was like, I'm paying for everything. I'm.
Oh no.
This is like a life. This is for him. And look, I'm not.
Well, if we were going out, if we were going out, like I would have to pay for everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you though?
Yes.
Well, Joanne,
great.
Really high
well, ask me that other question again. I've changed my mind.
Yeah, no, because is that how do you feel about that? Is that okay with you?
I'd love that. Okay. No, actually, it's not. You see.
Why?
Because I remember when there was a day I had a habit when I was going on dates with these lads that I would pay for the dinners and all. Now this is like individual dates, right? Not when I'm actually seeing someone. When I was seeing the last guy, he ended up having some very strange financial background anyway, which probably was a bit of a flag that I completely ignored. The 6-pack, I was like, fuck it. But he had he'd done a little bit of time. And just a tiny bit of time. What's a bit of time between friends? But on the individual dates I was going on with lads, I was paying for stuff. I was paying for the dinners, and I was like, Joanne, is this a power play? Is this I was making a point, I guess. And then they were like, oh, you didn't need to do that. And I was like, no, you're grand. I was trying to assert myself, I think, because something had shifted within me. And
What had shifted within you?
I guess...
You mean your social status or your financial status or your sense of self-worth?
My sense of self-worth.
Right.
I guess I was going, I don't need you anymore. There was a shift. I think a lot of women or a lot of relationships, and that's why, like, you know, they always say a key to a woman's kind of inner peace is if you financial freedom.
But if you have financial freedom,
you don't need to fuck around with these lads so that you can get a mortgage, which I think that is sometimes what people are doing. Like, if I hadn't jammed my way into this, that's what I'd be doing. Do you know? I'd be like, I need to meet someone so I can get a mortgage.
If we were age appropriate and we found each other attractive and we were in a relationship, okay. So, you know, I'm not saying, you know, well, you'd pay one time and I'd pay one time.
Yeah.
Right? Would that be okay?
Yeah, but you're different.
Okay. Now, number one, number two, the sexual side of things. So let's say we're in the bedroom. Like, could we turn the lights off? Would that be cool? Are you like? I'm not a big. I don't want to see everything.
I want you doing.
I'm an absolute sub. I'm a sub in the sack, Dave.
Sub in the sack. So
Dom on the street, sub in the sack.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Oh,
so we take off our clothes.
Yeah.
And that'd be weird.
Maybe not all of them.
Oh, who?
I'll leave
me?
the cravat on.
You.
I'd like you to leave the cravat on if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. So we'd be there. It'd be very weird, wouldn't it?
It'd be really weird. I don't even know if we could do it.
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, it'd be like, say we had to do it to save humanity.
Yeah, we would do it then, but I'd say you'd go back on the booze.
Yeah, let's go back on the booze.
Yeah, you'd relapse.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. And I'd love that.
I'd take all the Xanax like a corner of the whole plan. I'd be unconscious.
Imagine
I'd sign a consent form just beforehand.
What?
So there's
I'd knock myself out, but I'd sign a consent form just beforehand.
Can I say you're so nice going along with this? I really appreciate that. And let's talk about our child, Raymond.
Humanity.
Raymond, our child. Would it be a boy or a girl?
I thought you were going to call him Rain Man, and I was like, that's terrible, Dave. We haven't even had him yet.
Hello. What's wrong with you? Okay, it's okay.
We'd have him down the gambling. What are they called down the bookies? Rain Man, our little kid.
Oh,
you can count loads and tell the weather.
Oh, you reckon he definitely have a neurological disorder?
No, I don't know if he'd have a neurological
He would be. He'd be a psychopath.
No, you said Rain Man. You said Rain Man.
Oh, Raymond.
Although I am quite old having a baby at this point, and there are a lot more risks.
Well, But
we keep going.
Who does?
Yeah, we keep going.
What do you mean?
I'm picturing now like a zombie apocalypse where I'm having a natural birth in this room while you're guiding the door with a gun.
Well, it's beautiful. I remember Hannah was pregnant, and it was wonderful to witness
the growth,
the growth, and the breasts getting much bigger. When she was with Daniel.
Jack.
Is that okay to talk about that?
Yeah.
Hannah, what's the? I feel like we haven't heard from Hannah. We're just like talking over her.
No,
which is really rude.
Really rude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can I just before we talk about Hannah? So I mean, this thing that has happened with you, this connection to your fan base, if you want to call it that. Like I saw these girls, the way they were reacting around you. This is 2 years ago, and it was like watching people react to him at one of the Beatles or something. They were so excited to see you. So what do you think, was there what
Beatles.
Well, the Beatles of comedy. I'm trying to be authentic, and it's very awkward, and I can't find the right vocabulary. Okay, so how intentional was your success, or was it obviously it was intentional, but were you surprised by it? Were you delighted by it? What was the feeling?
It's great. I think,
when was the moment?
Well, there was a moment I remember when me and Vogue started the podcast, and then I had a podcast with Muir and O'Connell during lockdown.
Can I apologise to Vogue as well? Because apparently 15 years ago I was talking to a journalist and I said she looked like a horse or something like that. I was probably jealous because she's the kind of girl that would never even have looked at me when I was growing up, and I think I was quite disrespectful. Sorry, Vogue.
She's a good sense of humour, and she's very forgiving.
Okay.
And she's never mentioned it to me.
So maybe
and we do have our little list of...
Okay. Sorry for calling you a horse.
I say she looks like an Afghan hound, but she tells me I look like Meatloaf.
Yeah,
so
but that's but you guys know each other and you love each other. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, can I say this?
Yeah.
You've reminded me now. I remember a male comic who actually can't remember who it was. That's how. But I remember that he was like, "Oh, well done on blah, 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 this Prosecco thing. And I was like, oh, thanks a million. And he's like, God, you've really found your niche, haven't you? And I was like, I don't think you'd call this
No.
a niche.
Yeah.
But there was, in a way, it was like, you're kind of, there's a little bit of nagging
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I don't think you'd call that many women come to shows a niche. What
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
say is maybe they haven't been
No,
represented
it's
the same
no,
way before.
But that's like Gay Byrne, for instance, when he'd be interviewing people on the Late Late Show, or even to an extent Joe Duffy. When people come in with a great big life force and a great big energy, like force of nature, like you are, and there we are, Joanne McNally. She's done so well. She's found herself a little niche, and it's all about minimizing because we don't want to confront other people with their lack of success, and that's it. And really, she's not there, So there is that fear of other people's success.
I think I am violently mainstream, if anything. Like, I think I'm a very mainstream comic. I'm not a niche comic at all.
Oh, well,
anyway, I felt like it was a kind of a well done, but also I don't know, or maybe just he doesn't see it himself, that there's like, no, there's quite a big audience here for whatever it is.
That's why Irish people love the dead, because they can't succeed. We are obsessed with death.
Do you know one of the
sorry.
One of the funniest stories you've ever told me was a priest at a funeral, and he said,
Barry died in Christ.
No, it was the suit. You tell it.
What is it?
The earth suit and the space suit. Do you remember?
No.
He was a priest at a funeral, and he went in. And I don't remember now. I'm gonna absolutely ruin this story.
Are you sure it was me?
It was definitely you, but it was and they've gone off now, and they've shed their earth suit.
No, I don't think it was me.
And they've taken their space suit. It was you.
They've done. No, that's so
they've
funny.
Shed their earth suit.
It's so sad.
They've moved up into their space suit.
Oh,
and I was
God.
like, what a cute way of looking at it. Like
but I remember I went to see John Cleary. John Cleary's dad died, right? And the priest was talking about John's dad. And I remember one time, I still say his name is John. I was trying to fit a light bulb. And John said, "Oh, that's difficult." But then he did it in such, it was something about changing a light bulb. And he helped me change the light bulb.
Some obituaries are better than others.
No, but you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking, your last few moments above ground, and you have this old guy. This is your legacy, that he helped me change a light bulb. He was a lovely man.
I know.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was telling me recently that because people go a bit mad at funerals, she sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow at her mother's funeral, and she's like, I don't sing, I don't perform, I don't know what I was thinking. She's like, it was just so out of character for me. She's like, I think the grief got to me and we were pissing ourselves laughing. She said after, not a single person said it was lovely. They all that was very brave.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It
was very brave. Yeah, grief sends people mental. Not as mental as rejection though. But grief is worse. No, rejection's worse. That's what they say. There's no rejection in grief.
So I was asking, you were saying that there was a moment where you felt...
Sorry, yeah. God, we all need Ritalin. So basically, doing the podcast for Vogue, but I was still doing the clubs, like gigging around, and I was listed at that stage. So there was girls coming to the club gigs, like in Greenwich and Top Secret and stuff, because they'd seen that I was on, and like that had never happened before, like ever. I was just doing club gigs, like no one knew I was, and they were like asking for photos and all, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
And I said to Vogue, I was like, something's going on with this podcast, And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, you don't see it because you're not like
gigging.
You're not gigging. You don't see, but they're coming and they're like excited to meet me and they're taking my photo, which is this was like new. This had not happened at all. So that was the point where I was like, oh, there's something in this podcast. I think this podcast is gonna be a thing.
But you connected to a swathe of society, and it is a very personal connection.
Normal women, that's what I call them and me, just normal women. But they're just sound and they like laugh and they like a day drink. We're like, I call myself a basic bitch. I'm not. I don't know if I am, but I do. I think we're just normal. That's all I can say.
Ordinary women. We just want to have a laugh, have a voice.
Yeah, bottle of wine, fucking do a bit of shopping in Zara. I think as well, because I'm not married and I've no kids, I think that's a growing cohort of women. They're saying like by 2037, like 3% of women will be married. Now, obviously, I made that stat up, but you know what I mean. That there's the culture is shifting so quickly, and that marriage is kind of bad business for women now. Really, when you look at the stats, married men live longer than married women.
Yeah,
And
married men live longer.
And
I'm
married
fucked. I've got
men
about 5 years left.
You know, are happier.
How long have we been broadcasting, Daniel?
An hour, 3 minutes.
Wow.
But about 17 of that. Those.
Oh yeah. So you're gigging when? Tomorrow or
tonight?
Oh, you're gigging tonight. We should go and see Joanne in.
Definitely.
Yeah,
would you love to?
Any night you want. And you, Daniel Jack.
Tomorrow, Thursday.
Come in tomorrow.
Friday.
Yeah.
No. What day is it today?
Wednesday, Tuesday. Tuesday?
Come in Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it suits you.
I'm gigging. You're gigging in 3 Olympia. I'm gigging in Lucan.
Well, you're the one who told me to go to the 3 Olympia.
Yeah,
you gig there a lot.
But can I just say? Can I just
Tonight?
say? Can we talk about the? Oh no, I don't want to know. I don't want to talk. She's so gorgeous.
We should have just gone for lunch.
I know, yeah. No, I
Yeah.
mean, no, but just
With Hannah.
But
mediate.
I love the 3 Olympia because the audience is there, and it just feels like they're so present.
Yeah, I found.
So you like is it okay to talk about Vicar Street where it's more further away? So you prefer that? You see, I didn't know that.
Because I've been coming, and this makes me sound like a dickhead now, but this is the truth. The room, because I've just finished the UK tour, and I was used to doing the bigger rooms over there. Their audience are further away from you.
Oh, so it's the closeness that freaks you out.
So when I came back, I just hadn't had that in a while, and I was like, whoa, this fucking lad could give me a smear test in the front row, and they're all just facing you. They're not like sitting around tables. It was a bit of an adjustment.
Oh, it's too intimate.
Little too. No, it's not. I'm not going to say I said it's too intimate because I don't want them thinking that.
No, sorry.
20 more than to do.
Excuse me. I don't mean it's too intimate. It's just exactly what you
was a
described.
shift.
I'm not mansplaining. I hear what you say, but so you just make the necessary adjustments.
Yeah.
You can groundhog days. How many gigs have you done?
I've done three Olympias and 2 INECs.
Amazing, Joanne.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! And are you going to buy a big house in Dorky?
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to buy my mum. I think I'm going to buy my mum. I want her in a bungalow. I have this fear that she's going to fall down the stairs and crack her neck.
Yeah.
So I'd like to put her in a little bungalow that I could then live in when I'm home, and I'll buy a fuck off house in London.
Yeah.
When I say a fuck off house in London, it'll be a 2-bed.
What part of London?
Hackney.
Why Hackney?
I don't know. I live in South West London now, which I know it's a very boring conversation for anyone who doesn't live in London, but I live in Clapham, which I feel is like a bit of a nursing home at this point. It's just full of families and gays. I'm a single straight woman. I need to be somewhere where there's fucking,
A bit of life.
a bit of life. Thank you. I was going to say something way more debased.
No, the North
a bit of life.
London, North London is
Bit of edge.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I could rot away in that flat and Clapham now. I feel like I'm like, Joanne, you're only 42.
Yeah.
You're acting like you're 55.
Yeah, you are only 42.
I'm only 42.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You're very young.
I'm very young, and I feel like I've lost. I used to have a raging social scene and a really active social life, and I've lost that a bit with the job. And I'm like, Joanne, you're gonna wake up at 50 without doing your gay. I want to move to the States for a while. I want to try and wank my way into Netflix. There's lots to be done. And I think nowadays being 42, it's like being 20. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And I've no dependence, which also means I'm free to move around. And I feel like if you've no dependence,
You have no tail.
you've no tail. Yeah.
Are you working out?
I was. I went big into fitness. I had little abs and everything.
Okay, and do you have a personal trainer?
I had a personal trainer. I know she's still around, but I'm in Ireland now. I'm here till March. But I let the fitness go. I'm get really into it. It's like I'm training for something, or I'm like,
well, yeah. The thing is, Danny comes to the door 3 times a week, so that's what I suggest you do.
And
She,
and it's all set up in here for
yeah,
you.
yeah. Where are you living?
Well, when I'm in Dublin, I stay in my mum's. Well, I also kind of buzz around the Leinster Hotel, but I stay in my mum's a good bit. But so, what's your muscle mass now? Do you ever check?
He doesn't check.
God, are you jacked?
Yeah.
Are you jacked on the sly?
Yeah. I'm Hannah, I've got a bit of muscle on me now. I've been doing it for nearly 2 years.
Are you eating all the protein?
No,
Everything with it?
no.
Oh.
And that's the only problem. You can't exercise weight at a bad diet, and I'm not doing the creatine.
Protein.
No, but I'm not doing the
Forgot
creatine.
about the creatine.
Yeah, you.
Whatever happened? Are you on the protein? Apparently, we're all supposed to be on the protein.
I don't know.
And
I
that's-
take creatine, but I don't take whey.
That stuff that you injected, what's it called again? I'm going to ask you about that.
It's called polynucleotides.
Does it work well?
I think so.
No, I mean, does it work? Because your eyes look
It's
great
hard
to
to
me.
know because I do so much. Like I do all the skin boosters and the
Really?
Morpheus and the skin tightening and all.
Skin tightening, where? Here?
I love it.
How do you do
it's
that?
like a hobby. You go in and they electrocute your face.
Oh, yeah?
It's quite painful now.
How much does that cost?
It's not cheap.
Like what?
Like 500 quid.
I'm definitely doing that.
500 more
And
gigs
I
to
could
afford
also deduct it
you
from my
have to-
tax.
Can I?
I just had to pay income tax.
You have to do 500 more gigs to afford it.
Can I?
In Vicker Street.
That's funny. Can I ask you a question about the veneers?
Yes.
So, did you get them
Look
done
at your teeth. Let me have a look. Oh, your
just
teeth are
normal.
lovely.
They're just normal teeth.
No, nice.
Yeah, you have a lovely you have a lovely little nose actually.
I have a butterfly.
Yeah, you look very sexual.
Thank you.
But also,
I'm like a doll, like a Cabbage Patch doll.
No, yeah, you're very
Find Cabbage Patch dolls
you're
attractive.
very dirty looking.
Cherubs. Thanks, Dave. That's actually a big compliment, you know. I haven't ridden anyone in ages, so I'm glad to see. I've
So you
still
haven't
got it.
ridden anyone in ages,
Not
like
in ages.
like yeah.
I just retired for a while.
Yeah.
I've made some. And this is no one that anyone would have publicly heard about, so
Yeah.
I'm not dragging any of them. But I've made some poor choices of late
Yeah.
with lads, and I was like, do you know what, Joanne? Take a little break for yourself.
yeah.
You're up to your tits anyway. Just
Yeah.
fucking. You don't need. I'd be like on Hinge, like it's a job. I got to put a shift in. Got to put a shift in because I talk about men so much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do talk about men. You remember
I'm
you were talking
mad.
about
I
you,
love them.
You were talking about. I remember. I think in that gig I saw about like a guy who's so young and the idea that you almost had to
Breastfeed him.
yeah.
Put him in a booster seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have said before, and Hannah, I don't know if
They
this
are
is your
not good for you.
experience. Well, I don't. You would. The younger man, you wouldn't go out with them, but there's a big. I think especially if you're if you're a woman in your 40s who
Yeah, this is interesting.
who like is single and has a young soul, which is I think what I have.
Yeah, but
Or else
No,
I-
but you're
young.
attracted to what you're fucking attracted
Exactly.
to. So you're attracted to younger guys.
Well, I'm not. I'm also attracted to men my own age and older men. But my point is that younger men in the kind of
Late 20s.
early 30s.
Yeah.
I'm like I get attention from them, which when it's gas because when I was their own age they wouldn't have touched me. But they're obviously attracted to older women as
Brilliant.
well.
That's very exciting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
But you're not.
Makes
Are
you
you?
feel- you're
Are
like,
you?
oh.
because
you
they
physic-
want sugar mama.
Oh yeah. But
Are you physically attracted to those guys? Well, yeah, it depends on who it is.
Depends.
I mean, I'm quite surprised. I was seeing a younger woman. She was 28, and what I was surprised about was how the vocabulary sexually. She just. There was no kind of embarrassment or awkwardness or shame.
Yeah.
She knew exactly do this, do that, do the, you know what I mean, and all
I could learn a lot from her.
the rough stuff and all that.
I talk
Look,
like
look,
that.
look, I'm talking like this in front of my own son. It's so embarrassing. No, but I mean, no, I didn't come from like when I was younger, like the idea of women wanting to be, just held down or with their
no
permission
porn,
or it just felt a bit counterintuitive. It's just taken me a while to catch up.
But I talk about that in my new show.
Yeah.
That the kind of sexual trends of everything that's going on with the younger, but they're way more open.
Yes.
They're way more communicative.
Yes.
About it all. We were
Yes.
more just like, listen, whatever happens.
Yeah,
And then at the end, I'll
turn
decide
off the
if
lights.
it's Yeah. But it's also kind of intimidating. You're like, whoa. And sometimes you're like, that's a bit too open for this stage of the situationship. Keep that shit to yourself.
Well,
Give me a month.
I really appreciated the fact that
Because I
she
think-
wanted it. She was
yeah.
very adamant on having an orgasm.
Because they
you know what I
all-
mean? Because
they all-
up and
yeah.
for when I was growing up, like if I was having sex with a girl, like if she didn't have an orgasm, I mean that was her fucking problem.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What had it got to do with me if she can't figure it out? How the fuck? So.
Yeah.
But apparently, sex is like a conversation, and you have to listen to people.
No,
That's
you-
fascinating.
Yeah.
What's
'Cause you
fascinating?
see, sex
That's
is
so
intimacy
interesting.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
Hannah, can we just? What's
Yeah.
interesting? What's interesting?
Because I'm
from a man's point of view.
I'm just so thrilled for the younger female generation that's now the thing because it was not the thing. And I think then it took me a while to have the confidence to have those conversations because we just were sex was like you just winged it. You wing it, just wing it.
Yeah.
And when the man comes, the show is over and you just hope he calls. And that was pretty much it.
When the man comes, the show is over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the show is over and you hope he calls back.
Yeah, you're just like, I hope he rings.
Jesus
But
Christ.
in my 20s, that was what sex was.
So sad.
And in my 30s. And a little bit in my 40s. And probably a bit in my 50s. I know, just ride myself. Who cares? I understand.
That's what you're supposed to party do. If you can't ride yourself, you
Yeah.
will never know how to tell anyone else how to ride you.
Yeah. You should just hand over a thing of instructions when they come in the
That
door.
sounds, if you can't ride yourself, how will anyone else know how to ride you? Is that the idea?
Yeah, and you just have to awaken a goddess in yourself first.
Yeah, that's so true. If you can't love yourself.
Yeah, but like even sexually, to know what gets you going.
And you're kind of at your peak right now, aren't you?
Apparently, hormonally, they say.
Are you,
a woman in her 40s.
Do you get, is that true?
Well, so I've always been of the type, I'm always the kind of rider who, I wouldn't.
Come on, I can't wait to hear this.
I was never like, I need to go out and get ridden. I was never like that.
Yeah.
But when I meet someone, I ride, I fall for them very quickly. And when I'm into them, I'm like a menace. Do you know? I'm like, they're like, okay, leave, like, get off me. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, you're very affectionate.
Well, like, I'd be, I wouldn't be, I've never really got much from riding strangers.
Yeah.
I like riding people I am in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I fall in love very quickly. So I mean,
And what
half
about-
the ride.
So it's almost like
halfway
riding
first the true
strangers.
ride, I'm like, I love you.
And do you feel, just to finish up, do you feel your accent has held you back?
I feel my accent has done me a great service. Some call it a
'Cause they
handicap. I call it a benefit. No, what
I was so... no.
I had to push through.
No, you did. No, but
Oh,
we were
still.
slagging it. No, but it's so true. I didn't realize. And I was saying stuff to you. I think I went on a lot to you about your accent.
Yeah.
And I think you were looking at me going like, mate,
This
have
man's
you
projecting a
heard
lot.
have you heard your fucking accent?
I was
And of
in-
course the D4 accent is the least favourite accent around Ireland.
Well, it's
Definitely.
most
But,
hated one.
but
Yeah.
abroad, they have
Haven't a clue.
No, they haven't
Well,
a clue. We're all paddies.
Sound like Bono with tits.
Yeah.
But I was in Derry recently and I met a girl after the show and she was saying to me, she was like, oh, I wasn't sure about you at the start, but because of the accent.
Yeah.
And I was like, the Derry accent's a pretty intense accent
Oh,
as well.
Jesus, yeah.
But, you know what I mean? But no one can hear themselves.
I wasn't sure about you.
They were saying
Hey, fucking dare you.
and I love the Derry accent, but I was like, it's just gas how no one sees themselves. Like, you know.
Can I say, what about the last thing? Who big people that you've met that pinch me moments where you're sitting in a green room somewhere and you're chatting away to somebody? What was?
I don't have a.
Oh, and yeah, sorry, yeah.
I can't really answer that because I don't.
Any big celebs?
No, I'm not really.
Did you hang out with Britney? Did you hang out with Britney Spears? Not Britney Spears.
If I met Britney
Taylor
Spears now,
Taylor Swift.
If I met someone like Taylor Swift, you were like, that's kind of cool.
Okay, what about
Met
what?
Micheál
I
Martin.
wanted to see Joanne after the show.
You
Remember?
met Micheál Martin?
Yeah.
Look, can you imagine Micheál Martin, monotone? I find you very sexually attractive, John. Now I'm going to take off my suit now.
He was sound. His bounce was a bit of crack.
Can I say also, what about acting? I just thought that you'd be a great kind of action hero star, like some kind of assassin. I think you'd be very good at that.
Thank you. Like a
don't
Laura
you?
Croft kind of
Oh
vibe.
well, kind of just like an undercover kind of
Horrible.
thing.
So I am
action hero.
Can you act?
I've been in loads of films.
Have you?
What you talking about?
Oh, what
Savage Eye. I've
Yeah.
been in what have I been in? Calvary, The Forgiven.
The Forgiven
Yeah.
with Leonardo DiCaprio.
No. This is a different one.
No, I was
The
in
Forgiven.
a film. Yeah, I've been in a lot. What do you mean? Can I act? Of course I can act.
Can you act? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Look, well, watch this. You ready? I love you.
Nailed it.
No, go on.
Well, you
What?
were in George Clooney
Netflix. I was in Catch 22. I met George Clooney.
What?
Yeah.
You were in Catch 22.
Yeah, I said hi, George, and he was talking to me, and I was not
Oh, what did
listening
he
because I was
say?
thinking that's fucking George
No
Clooney
way.
looking at me.
Yeah, no, I've never met anyone of that caliber.
And I was talking to Ray Fiennes.
Oh, thank you.
And I was asking him.
Jessica
I was
Chastain.
asking him about a scene that he did in this film called Schindler's List, and I was so blown away by this scene, you know. And he was like, "Well, you know, we just filmed it a few times, and then we just went on to the next scene."
Yeah.
But actually it revealed how genius. Obviously, Steven Spielberg, Ray Fiennes, they're so prepared, they're so great.
Yeah.
They just, you know, action, roll it, do it, done.
Yeah.
You
They're
know,
not like dragging the arse out of
they're
it.
amazing. Why, or what are you thinking about?
Well, so I was
Offered.
cast in. I don't do auditions anymore.
Yeah.
As in, like, I'm one of these. I'm offer only, even though I have no acting experience at all. But I was doing these self-tapes, and I was like, I'm not, firstly, they take up so much time.
Absolutely.
I'm not that arse, to be honest.
I've done so many of them,
Yeah.
and I never get them.
And
yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah.
But I did get one part in Sharon Horgan had a show called The Women on the Verge years ago, and the director saw me in Edinburgh, and she just gave me the part of this wedding planner, but I was shit, and she was like, you can't look like you're listening, and I didn't know how to do it, but it was a character so not me.
Yeah.
It was just not me at all.
Yeah.
But now I think I could definitely play. Like, I did a load of content for Lifestyle Sports there. I did some of their Christmas ads, and I had to look back at them, obviously. And I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah, no, you
can act.
No, but also actors are
bit.
yeah, but there's a lot of bullshit with the acting. The thing is, you would be brilliant
As me.
just not acting.
Yeah.
Right,
Exactly.
right. But that's what I would see you if you could capture that intensity.
Yeah.
It would be fucking awesome. That's why I'm surprised you haven't.
No, there's been nothing in that regard.
No, but I mean, they're not. Nobody's to create something yourself.
I will. Once this is, I think there's certain stages. I need to get Pedophile done, and then it's like, what's the next thing? And I'd say it'll be writing my own thing.
Yeah, and
It's kind of part of the journey.
Yeah, and I
Everyone
hope
does it.
that you. Yeah.
That's what you were supposed to do, right?
No, I am. But I just
Stuff.
haven't got. I was supposed to get an office in January,
It's fucking hard.
and then I have to go get a dedicated fucking space and write. And I kind of know the areas that I want to go
Yeah.
into. But I see you. I see you as a very intense, hardcore kind of. But just
Not having a part for you.
No, but there's certain
You know?
things that I think you could do brilliantly, and
I also,
you'd be amazing.
the work that goes into writing a TV show versus like the financial like reward for touring and you can write. I could write a stand-up show.
Yeah.
And tour and gig, which I love doing.
Yes.
Or you pour your heart and soul into a very long-winded process writing a sitcom for not the same financial reward. And so you kind of have to pick your battles.
Well, I'd be doing it for revenge.
Yeah.
See,
which is a great motivator.
I'm revenge comedy.
I love that.
So I've got so many things.
You're like Annie Leibovitz.
Yeah,
Loves
I've got so
revenge.
many things built up. Like even some of the stuff we're talking about. So there's just a litany of things that I'd love to hit
Yeah.
on.
God, I'd hate to have crossed you.
No, nobody's crossed anybody. No, but it's all fucking. We're all be shadows and dust. We're all going to be dead soon
I
enough.
think you
I know.
mellowed down. and-
Mellowed down, yeah.
Yeah, you friendly with
Yeah, but
everyone.
some grudges, they sit in your
They
blood.
do.
They sit in your
And
blood.
that's they're very high vibration. You know, like we forget everything. You know, as
Yeah.
we get older. But those.
It's funny, isn't it?
It is funny.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying as well, because I'd rather have more interesting stuff knocking around in my head. Why do I have
1,000,000%.
this little cunt?
I know.
Like as they say, living rent free.
Rent-free.
That's the only way I'll be a landlord. That's a joke. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
That's funny.
You're always laughing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
But also, it's not. I always think. I won't say it's nice. No, that sounds very bitchy. But like, surely, if we have those little grudges, we're also living rent free in someone's head, wouldn't you think?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a nice thing to
Oh,
think
you're
about.
definitely-
I'm not the only crazy bitch. In
But
the world.
anyway, you never know. In the future, we could be in something together. I would fucking love
to work
that.
with you.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to be in something. Yeah,
I'll relax my eyes.
You, me. So I just have to say, if you fucking get a chance, please see this great comedian Joanne McNally, and when she's in the pocket, she's as good as anyone. I was blown away.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I'm
I
always blown away by
fucking-
you.
Right. I'm gonna fucking read the whole of you.
What a great ending.
No. Thank you so much, Joanne. And continued success. Thank you, my Prince Daniel. Thank you, Hannah.
Thanks, Daniel.
Have we got music to go out, or will I just put it in myself?
Put it in.
And
she doesn't get a fucking credit.
Oh yeah, Olympia's.
Fine.
Oh, do you want to? Sorry, do you want to mention anything like Olympia's or your bags?
When's this going out?
Thursday.
Everything.
And watch out! Some of the funniest scenes you'll ever see. Me and Joanne are going to be in this sort of murder, kind of scary film, kind of subliminal fucking resentments, and it's going to be
Portobello
amazing.
Murder Club.
Yeah.
The Portobello Murder Club.
No, I love it.
That's good, doesn't it?
Does, yeah. Okay, and action. What? Where is it?
Where?
The stuff I gave you.
The
Yeah.
Xanax.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you playing
No, we're in it. We're in the scene now.
We're in the scene.
Yeah. Have you got a
Bonjour.
knife?
You got a knife.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Oh,
I'm like,
oh, you're French.
I haven't learned my lines.
You're back from France. Oh, no. Is there anything worse? Have you been in that situation where you can't remember your lines in it? On a set where there's so many people and the whole thing has to stop and everybody looks at you. Oh, fuck that.
What did George Clooney tell you?
Oh no! Oh God! I'll tell you right. So I was in Sardinia for Christ's sake, shooting a scene.
Yeah.
Okay, David. This is George Clooney. George Clooney. Could you just kind of sort of loosen up a little bit, so like that, right? And I'm just like, and then I'm looking at the other guy, and then the other guy's like that, right? And then I'm standing there with that actor. I think it was Chris Abbott, great actor. And then George Clooney goes over there, and I could just see him go.
About you.
I don't know what he was doing, but. And then I think it was, we've got it.
As in,
we don't got it. This guy is, it's so awful. And you only have one line. You only have one line. You've got one line like, put it in the case. Okay, and action. Yeah, put it in the case.
I think the less lines, the more pressure.
Horrible.
Like, I remember when I started Republic Italia and they were like, oh God, we've made a huge... It was very clear within 7 minutes of filming the first sketch, they were like, we've made a massive mistake here. I had never done TV acting. I'd come from stage where everything is like, huge. And all day they were like, less. And I was like physically shrinking myself. It was the same with Women on the Verge. I think the whole scene, when it came out, was just the back of my head. and Republic Italia, again, same thing. When the open sketch, it was mostly the back of my head. Acting is... hard.
It's not, and I'm not interested in them. And we're not. Look. Are we right now? We're just. This is all it is.
Yeah, but that's.
This is it. We can do this, can't we?
Yeah.
Just because there's lines, and you see, once you learn lines, suddenly I'm thinking I'm out the line. You just have to know it so well.
If you're playing yourself.
Yes. Well, that's good. That's a good way to get into it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
To acting.
I'll write something eventually.
Okay, we're all going to write something, and we're all going to. We will have a Christmas Tiny Tim.
Oh, will we?
Oh.
Yeah. What?
Are you putting on Christmas music?
No.
Oh,
okay.
That was a joke.
Thanks so much, Joanne, for coming.
You.
You're so sweet.
Thank you.
you.
Great.